I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amar. This is amaraslogic. Got a new video for you today. You know what we here to talk about, the NBA Finals Game 5, where the Dallas Mavericks are getting their head beat in by the Boston Celtics in Boston. Boston is about to win this series and win their first championship since 2008. And the Finals MVP is going to be between Jaylen Brown and Tatum. So we'll see who gets it. And then before we get started, salute to Bucks Nation and friends and family. We know that this one hurts the Bucks a lot because we know good and well if the Bucks were healthy, they wouldn't be in the finals. Let's keep it real. If the Bucks were healthy, the Celtics wouldn't be in the finals. I don't care what nobody say. But this right here, after a 40-point blowout, you turn around and get blown out is crazy. Kyrie Irving. Do we need to talk about Kyrie Irving? He's been a disappointment this series. 3 of 12 in an elimination game, 1 of 6. Dončić 0 of 6, but at least he was 8 of 20 from the field, 18 points. Nobody even has showed up besides Green and Luka. Nobody else showed up. Derrick Jones Jr. had 10. They got their head beaten. They did nothing. 6 of 11 from the free throw line, 43%. Why did they even win game 4? What was the point, Dallas, to even win game 4? That's what I said. Y'all should have just laid down. If this is what was going to happen, y'all should have just laid down. You quit. And is Kyrie overrated? Let's talk about that. Is Kyrie overrated? As much as y'all like to talk about how cold Kyrie is, his handles and all that fly stuff, he did nothing in this series. He had 35 that one game, and that was really about it. Let's be real. His numbers in the finals were all lower than the regular season. Let's take a look at Kyrie here for a minute. (21, 35, 16, and 12). Is that acceptable from your star player in the finals? I don't think so. 25% from 3, 43% from the field. He barely shot any free throws. I mean, he's a disappointment. He's a major reason that they lost this series. You have to blame Kyrie. Kyrie didn't do enough. Kyrie definitely didn't do enough. I think this hurts his status a bit, if you ask me, how he didn't play well in this series. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. But I was not expecting Dallas to not show up tonight. I expected them to make it a fight. I expected this game to be close. I expected this to come down to the fourth quarter, the last few minutes. There's no way I expected Dallas to just come here and lay down like this. This is pathetic performance by the Dallas Mavericks. And also that ISO ball, that don't work against their Eastern Conference, Dallas, clearly. And Jason Kidd, y'all want to know why we fired Jason Kidd? Exactly what happened in this finals. What I'm saying is they made no adjustments. They made no adjustments to try to figure out something else besides the ISO. They did nothing really different on defense. So, again, people are being exposed when the lights are the brightest. Coaching is being exposed. Kyrie's being exposed. People are being exposed on the stage. That's why sometimes y'all be trying to, you know what I'm saying, give people too much props. I'd be like, relax. Let's see what they do when it counts. And now we're seeing when his team needed him most, Kyrie didn't show up. Did Luka shoot the best? No, but he was at least getting buckets. Dallas will never get back to the finals again until they get a third score. There's no way they should even made it to the finals with only playing ISO ball. Shame on the Western Conference for allowing that to happen. For them to play a two-man game and moonwalk to the finals. They weren't the best team in the West, if you ask me. It just happened to work out in their favor. Just like I feel the Celtics aren't the best team in the East. It just worked out in their favor. Health and things like that worked out in their favor. That's it. This is a very interesting finals. Because both of these teams, you're like, you never beat anybody healthy. I mean, what are we talking about? And then the great Jayson Tatum, he was cool. He's cool. I mean, let's look at his game log. I mean, what is this? What is this? 15, 31, 18, and 16. If Dame was putting up them numbers in the finals, y'all would be flaming Dame if this was his stats. 15, 31, 18, and 16 in the finals. I can't say you're a superstar. If your production is less in the postseason than it is in the regular season, I can't call you a superstar. As a superstar, your game should elevate, not dissipate. Just pointing that out there. I like Jayson Tatum. Timu Kobe is a nice little player, but he's not showing me superstar. He's not showing me superstar. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong, but this to me is not superstar stats. You're shooting 36% from the field, 29% from three. What are we talking about with Jayson Tatum? What are we talking about? This is terrible. He lucky he got a squad. Because if they were counting on him, they would have got beat. Telling me about how cold Jayson Tatum is. If you can't do it in the postseason, you're not that cold. You're not that cold if you can't do it in the postseason. Then let's take a look at Jaylen Brown's stats. Hey, besides tonight, or besides the blowout, hey, Jaylen Brown has been consistent. He's shooting 50% from the field, only 24% from three, but averaging about the same amount of points. And he was playing excellent defense on Kyrie. If you ask me, Jaylen Brown should be Finals MVP. He played better all-around basketball in this series, in my opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. But I think that Jaylen Brown should probably be Finals MVP. I don't see how they could give it to Tatum. Tatum was playing very mid at best in this series. I feel like you have to give it to Jaylen Brown. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Hey, as y'all come in here into the best sports podcast on YouTube with the best sports chat on YouTube, hit the like button. Thank you. It does not come out of your check 401k. It's for the free 99. Let's shout out everybody in the building real quick. Then we'll get back into this blowout. Shout out to Kyrie for what you didn't do in this series. Shout out the legend, first and foremost, Mr. Cool. Chris B, good to see you in the chat. My man Daniel Joseph has returned. Luke Lipinski. What up, Sandra? My man Brandon King Carter in the building. Let me get the... Oh, Patricia P, one of the queens of the chat. What's good, Patricia? My man Gibson Nicholas, straight out of the Bahamas. What's good? Shout out to my man Gibson. Rigo, what's good? Appreciate you stopping in, bro. Janet MOC, what's good? Salute. Bucks #1, good to see you in the chat, bro. Jackson McDermott, what's good? My main man, Jimmy Roller, is in the building. Shout out to Jimmy Roller. Dre West, what's good, fam? Hey, this is ugly. Hey, Kyrie is looking real shaky right now, my man Dre West. But we do have to give the Celtics their credit. I agree. They handled their business. Salute to them. They beat who was in front of them. Damian Fowler, what's good? Lost Ghost Rider, what's good, my man? Dark Kent in the building. What's good? LaFonso Washington is in the building. Damn, I know they shouldn't have won this championship. This is nasty work by the NBA. Damn, and the Bucks for not being healthy. No strays, ENT. Salute. Your team won the championship. Jaylen Brown is the MVP, and I told y'all he was the best player on y'all squad. Shout out to No Strays, our favorite op. We don't hate No Strays. We give y'all props, but y'all still weak. Y'all still weak. Shout out to shout out to my man Matt in the building. Make sure I holler at most people. My man Daniel Orton, aka the Bleacher Report boss, has entered the chat. Let's get into some of these comments. I'll open the internet lines here shortly. Just want to get a couple of these comments in first. There's a lot of comments. I know everybody feels away. So let's Right out the gate, my man Mr. Cool said you can't win in the playoffs without your stars showing up. Kyrie and Luka terrible. Agreed, Mr. Cool. That I agree with you with, and I wouldn't say Luka as much as I would say Kyrie. No strays ENT, our favorite op with the $4.99 super chat. $5 for a sharp bartender. Bring us a bottle of champagne and a picture of Bucks Nation tears. The Boston Celtics are world champions again. Congratulations, bro. I hope you feel strong, bro. Congratulations. I gotta give you y'all props. I'm not a hater. Congratulations. Y'all beat a team with only one person hooping, really, Luka. Well, I gotta give y'all props, man. Salute, no strays. Chris B said Bobby, Chris, Brooke, and Pat are on the block if I'm the GM. Facts. Depending on what you can get back, I'm with that. My man Dale Joseph said belt to asphalt. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened out there. Luke said we should try to get that guy from Baylor, the center, and that Ryan Donna. I'm not against any of those players. I looked them up, Luke. They do look solid. Daniel Joseph said we need a big. I agree. My man Brandon King Carter said I agree with you on Luka with what you said, Patricia P. Boston wants it. Yeah. That's it. Brandon, that's it. Boston played like they wanted it. And that's what I was saying the other day. What was the point of the blowout? We knew that this was inevitable. You should have just laid down at home. Y'all wouldn't have had to travel. You could have spent time with the family early, booking vacations. Now you don't went all the way across the country to get your head beat in. Crazy. Mr. Cool said if our big three don't step up, be healthy, and earn their money, all these other players are not going to matter. That's true. Sandra said the Mavs are a poor outside shooting team as well as free throws. That was their Achilles heel as well, Sandra. I'm glad you brought that up. They were not capable of hitting a three. If it wasn't a three being hit by Kyrie or Luka, no one else was going to hit it. PJ Washington jumper broke. Derrick Jones Jr. jumper broke. Everybody else on their team jumper broke besides Tim Hardaway, and he wasn't getting no run. So I don't think, to me, looking at the matchup, you already knew the Mavs were outmatched. They only had two players compared to a team with five strong players. And like I said, unless Kyrie and Luka went Super Saiyan, they had no chance of winning this series. They had no chance. Sandra said, how did we get a finals like this? Injuries. That's how we got here, injuries. Mr. Cool said, I'm not a violent person, but if anyone tells me Luka's better than Giannis, I will smack their facts. Facts, Mr. Cool. There's no way Luka is better than Giannis. You can't be a one-dimensional player and be better than Giannis. The only way you can be better than Giannis is if you equal him on defense. That's the only way. And none of the players mentioned equal him on defense. Jokic doesn't play defense like Giannis. Embiid doesn't play defense like Giannis. Tatum don't play defense like Giannis. Luka plays absolutely zero defense. Like I said, it's just narratives being pushed by the NBA. The truth will come out, though, at some point. Chris B said, we don't need Bobby and Brooke and Chris. We don't need Pat at all. So he needs to go manage his properties and become Mr. Real Estate, man. Everybody been saying that. That's hilarious, Chris B. They just want Pat C to retire and just do what he's doing in the community. It's hilarious. Patricia P said the Celtics are not blowing that lead tonight. They're on a mission. Yeah, they dialed in. They at home. They not playing no games. Chris B said we need a backup PG athletic center and 6'8", 10 Jared Vanderbilt type of player. That's exactly what the doctor ordered, Chris B. Facts. That is a fact. Mr. Cool said this has been a bad NBA season all around. The Eastern Conference playoffs were terrible. Too many injured players. The Western Conference had overrated teams like Denver and OKC. just bad basketball. I wouldn't say that, Mr. Cool. What I would say is we saw the difference between regular season teams and postseason teams in the Western Conference. OKC, Denver, they were all dominant in the regular season, but when that intensity turned up in the playoffs, they couldn't get up to make the bell. They just couldn't get up to make the bell. It's just what it is. Chris B said, I sure hope Marjan comes into his own this upcoming year. He got to get some PT and start working hard. Everybody's been saying he has a talent, but he doesn't work hard. So Marjan got to put it in the paint. Sandra said Boston has one emerging superstar in Jaylen Brown. I agree. A star in Jayson Tatum and a bunch of Swiss Army knives. A healthy Bucks team beats this team. Facts. We already showed that we can beat them when we're healthy. That's what I'm saying. Rigo said Bucks need someone like Drew Holiday. Oh wait, never mind. Here we go again with the Drew. Yo, my man Rigo. Drew averaged 12.5 points in the regular season. How was that going to help the Bucks if he averaged 12.5 points a game? Just let me know how 12.5 points a game would make the Bucks have a better season than they had if he's averaging 12.5 points. His defense can't make up for just averaging 12.5 points. So you explain to me how 12.5 points versus 25 helps the Bucks. I'm eagerly anticipating your response. Rigo said Boston will have a dynasty with Drew Holiday making all the right plays again and again. When you're a fifth option, Rigo, it allows you the luxury of not having too much stress and able to focus on doing things like that. When he was a Milwaukee Buck, when they played the Miami Heat, where was all of these good plays? Where was all of this scoring, Rigo? Maybe I forgot. Maybe that's not what I saw in that Miami series. If you don't mind refreshing my memory, I might have missed something. But if I recall, when he was our second option, he did nothing in an entire series besides get cooked. So again, Rigo, please explain to me what you're talking about. And explain to me what in Drew's last series with the Milwaukee Bucks made you feel comfortable that we can go forward with Drew Holiday. In that capacity where he have to be a first, second, or a second or third option. You let me know. Daniel Joseph said the finals is trash cans. Yeah, this wasn't exciting. We kind of knew what was happening. Brandon said, I got to give Boston a credit. Absolutely. They won. You got to respect it. Janet MOC said, Bucks going to be banging next season. I don't even know our finished product yet. No, I agree. We going to come strong. We got something to prove now. We got something to prove. Janet said, Celtics could put their beer down and officially grab the champagne now. Facts. Yeah, this game was out of hand at halftime. Like this, I mean, it's 78-102 right now. I mean, look at this score. How can you be proud of this, Dallas? Kyrie, all that Kyrie stuff y'all was talking. 4 of 15 in 39 minutes, 12 points from the great Kyrie. Y'all are going to start appreciating the players on the Milwaukee Bucks because the person y'all slander the most would not have 12 points in the NBA Finals. That I assure you. I don't know what his shooting percentage would be, but I guarantee you Dame wouldn't have 12 points. How about that? It's always talking about that Kyrie stuff. Kyrie ain't do nothing in this whole series. Let's just go again, just so we're clear, and we don't have to bring this up no more. Stop disrespecting some of our players. 21, 35, 16, and 12. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's knock it off with Kyrie now. Thinking he the greatest thing since sliced bread. Let's knock it off. He choked. He choked tonight. He didn't help his team again, and they're going to get held under 100 points again. I don't want to hear nothing else about Kyrie. Thank you. Back to regularly scheduled programming. Always talking this Kyrie that. This man had a chance to become a legend and he choked. Let's knock it off. My man Jackson McDermott, what's good, bro? Jimmy Roller said, man, Dallas has fumbled the bat. Yeah, and they won't get. The thing with Dallas is they won't get back here for quite some time, if ever again. If ever again. Dallas, this is a bad L for Dallas because they I don't see how they come back. Unless they add some real talent, I just don't see how they come back. Janet MOC said it's hard to see Luka as a star player in this game. Giannis would have had 42 points by now. That's true. That's true. And also it doesn't help that Luka's defense is terrible. Again, I don't want to hear any slander about Dame's defense looking at Luka. Dame looks like Drew Holiday on defense compared to Luka. Let's be clear. Told y'all I'm on y'all helmet all year. Dre West said, congratulations to the Celtics fans who be in the chat. Banner number 18 coming. Facts. I respect that, Dre West. Yeah, we got to give them their credit. They won. However it went down, it went down. They won. We got to respect it. Now, this should be, them winning the championship should be all the motivation the Bucks need. The Bucks should no longer need any motivation. This should be all they need. You seeing your main op get a title? Yeah. And you know you weren't healthy? The Bucks should be, right now, they should be swinging their arms in the air. Like Cuba Gooding Jr. and Boys in the Hood. Like, I can't believe they won. We know we could beat them. They should literally be swinging their arms in the air like Cuba Gooding Jr. and Boys in the Hood. Literally. Sandra said the Mavs are the worst shooting team I've seen this year. Yeah, they're shooting poorly. They shot poorly at the worst possible time. Daniel said Dallas team is trash. They're not trash. They're missing parts. And they exceeded expectations, Daniel Joseph. They're not as good as we thought, but they're not as bad as you think. Brandon giving shouts out to Boston. Hey, you see no strays, we show love too. Even though you our favorite op. Jimmy Roller said no strays gonna be in here with the man Keaty pouring champagne all over himself is hilarious, Paul. Hilarious. Sandra said ISO ball, get in trouble and pass. Yep. That's what I'm saying. ISO ball didn't work, and y'all was talking that Jason Kidd stuff. Where was the basketball IQ for Jason Kidd? You saw that the ISO wasn't working, and you did nothing to fix it. Nothing to fix it. So we gotta hold Jason Kidd accountable too, because you gotta put your players in the right position to be successful, and he had no counterpunch. That was the problem. The Dallas didn't have another move. They didn't try to get creative, nothing. They just kept doing the same thing, hoping for a different result. And they got the result they was looking for, an L. Last Ghostwriter said Kyrie and Luka will never win a championship together because neither plays defense. Facts. Hey, let's not hate on their chip. That's not what Bucks Nation is about. We not haters. That's what I said. No, absolutely, Dre West. I'm saluting them. They won. And I'm in a way, I'm glad they won because, like I said before, yo, Dre West, this should be all the motivation Bucks players need. This should be all the motivation they need. We shouldn't see no slip-ups next year. The Bucks should be dialed in. Your op that you know won a championship due to your team's health. Oh no, we gotta come back and get these dudes. No. We gotta get them. Absolutely, we gotta get them. Darkhead said, "What up, Am fan? How about that Drew making it do what it do as a role player? He did, and he's the perfect role player. Absolutely, him landing in Boston was the perfect landing spot because there's no real pressure on Drew." Let me get to my man. No strays, our favorite ops. Super chat. My man said, no strays, ET 499. Super chat. Luka, hookah, Buddha. Don't matter. They all getting smoked now. Smoke tonight. Let's go. You right. Y'all put them in a pack. I can't even hate. Y'all put them in a pack. What up, Robert Brooks? Kid Trunks was good. Eric Payne was good. Mikhail Hardy was good. And my man, let me see what your name is. Hey, bro, you're going to have to explain that. I'm an old school cat. You're going to have to explain your name, bro. He said problem was Luka has no off-ball game. Correct. You know who else don't have no off-ball game is LeBron. Same problem. Let me get some of these new people comments real quick. Mikhail Hardy said, well, Boston broke the East first seed curse. First team to have the first seed in the East and win the title since the 2016 Cavs. That's impressive. And then they beat somebody that was on that 2016 Cavs team and Kyrie, which is very interesting. Very interesting. Let me get back up in these comments. I'll open up the lines here in a few minutes. My man Eric Payne, appreciate you, bro. Said get them likes up. Please do. Let other people find this exciting and excellent content. My man Eli Harris said Kyrie should have never stepped on that logo. Yeah, it might be sometime. Yeah, it's a bad mojo for dude, for real. It's some bad mojo for dude. Eli said, "I'm happy for Drew, though. I am too. He got a chip. He earned it. And he played well in his supporting as a supporting cast member. He played well. I agree. I definitely agree. He played well in a supporting role. Ha! Patricia P was like, when is preseason? Not soon enough. We gotta get these dudes. Hey, Bucks Nation. I want another one of these hats. We gotta go get these dudes for real. We gotta go get them. We gotta go get them. Dre West said Embiid plays D a bit. Yes, a little bit. I will give you that, Dre West. A little bit. Let me get back up here. Appreciate all the comments. There's so many comments up in here. Just give me a second. I need to get back to my original location. See, they showing love. Hey, Dre West said no strays. Congratulations, bro. Absolutely. Let me get back up here. Look at Patricia P. Hey, that's why I say friends and family. We don't disrespect others, even if you got a different viewpoint. Hey, look, congrats, no strays. See, hey, shout out to Patricia. You see what I'm saying? We don't got no hate in our heart, no strays. Y'all won fair and square. And that's key. That's what I was saying, though, Dre West. Missoula won the coaching battle. He did. Jason Kidd made no adjustments. He was out there on the Bud coaching side of the game. He made no adjustments. That's a fact. Chris B, are the Mavs trash or were they just outgunned? I think that's the difference. They didn't have enough firepower. Lost Ghostwriter said Kyrie did the same thing in Brooklyn against the Celtics. One good game and trashed the rest. He's having a little bit of an issue in the playoffs, y'all. Ever since that stop and all that foolishness, hey, Kyrie has been very mid at best in the playoffs since he's left Cleveland. He's been very mid. We got to be real. He's been mid. Lost Ghostwriter said Kyrie very overrated. He's a little. I'm not gonna say very, but he's looking a little overrated. I agree, a little overrated. Janet MOC, congratulations to Drew. Absolutely, congratulations to Drew and the Boston Celtics. Y'all did what y'all had to do and close the deal. Y'all, hey, we gotta show respect. Y'all closed the deal. That did happen. I'm just flabbergasted that the Mavericks just didn't even show up, though. That's my problem. They didn't even show up. Let me put the link in the chat for anybody want to join. Give me a second. I didn't realize we already like a half hour in. Let me put the link in the chat. Hold on one second, y'all. All right, we got the link in the chat. Feel free to tap in. My man Conrad Turner is in the building. Seems like the league is hating on the Bucks for letting Drew go. Happy for him. Now the bashing starts. Facts. Facts. Robert Brooks said, "There you go, Stacy. Just keep it real." Where's Stacy? I didn't even see she was up in the building. What up, Stacy? Oh, there she go. What up, Stacy? Stacy said, I'm a hater. I don't care. Congrats to Drew and Drew only. I feel you on that. Shout out to Stacy with the OGs, queens of the chat. What's good? Stacy said, Aaron low-key trolling with the capo. Salute to the best. I see you peep that. Shout out to Stacy for being observant. Shout out to Stacy. You peeped that, huh, Stacy? You right. That's exactly what I was on. Shout out to Stacy. Dark Kent said Dame could have 30 plus and the Bucks still lose. We wouldn't. No, we wouldn't. You know why? Dark Kent, I don't know if you're familiar or if you know the stats. The Bucks had an outstanding record with Dame averaging 30 plus. We might have lost maybe 6 games all year with Dame averaging whenever he scored 30 plus. That's the threshold. Dame get the 30, it's almost good. It's almost a wrap, guaranteed. If Dame get 30, it's almost a wrap. The only thing that threw off them numbers is when Middleton was hurt, Giannis, and it was just kind of him, and he had a couple 30-point games. But if you look at the Bucks record, when Dame scores 30 plus, it's very effective, bro. I want to say in the mid 70s winning percentage, somewhere in there. It's impressive, bro. No joke. Dark Kent said all that Dame time got the Bucks sitting at home watching Drew about to get his second chip. I feel you, but there has to be context in what you're saying, Dark Kent. We had no Giannis in the playoffs, correct? We didn't have a healthy Middleton in the playoffs, correct? We didn't have a healthy Damian Lillard in the playoffs, correct? What adversity did the Celtics go through, Dark Kent? If we had Kristaps, Kristaps is, like I said, putting rims on the Benz. You already got a Benz. The rims are just putting it over the top. Now, what would have impressed me, let's just say Jaylen Brown or Tatum went down and Drew would have had to pick up that scoring load. That would have impressed me. But let's be clear, in a supporting role where you already have multiple stars, let's just pump the brakes. Again, Dark Kent, 12.5 points in the regular season. 12.5. Is that what you want from your starting point guard? You let me know in the comment section. Y'all gonna stop playing like I don't be watching basketball. Come on, man. What up, Jazz? Don't agree with you. Dame's defense, though. Luka's defensive rating is 112, while Dame is 117. Dame has to improve his defense. He's on lower 25% of the entire NBA. If we're going to look at the numbers, yes, Luka's up there, so is Mike Conley, but we know good and well Luka doesn't play defense. So you're telling me then, by these stats here, as we see on the screen, you feel that Luka Dončić is a better defender than Drew Holiday and Alex Caruso, correct? And we have Dame down here. That doesn't look like the bottom 25%. Like, come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Y'all act like I don't got the internet right here. Come on, man. Relax. I have the internet. You can't just say anything. Come on, y'all. My man Kid Trunk said, oh, man, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. We got to get them their credit. Congratulations. No strays, feeling good. Drinking cheap champagne. He out there drinking cheap champagne. Shout out to No Strays. I'm trying to think. What was some cheap champagne we used to have in the club? Like some Vouv or something. He drinking some Vouv or something. But you need to be on that Perrier Jouet, though. That's what you need to be on, No Strays. I hope you know what that is, bro. Step your champagne game up. My man's hold on, my bad. Stacy said I can't help it. This should be that's all I'm saying. If the Bucks were healthy, we would be here. There's no way Boston beating us in no series with no healthy. Our team is healthy. That's crazy. Like that's crazy. There's no way. There's no way. Absolutely no way that we lose to Boston in no series if we're healthy. Giannis alone would be averaging like 50. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm going to tap y'all in here in a minute. Let me just get through a couple more comments. Dark Kent said it was Jimmy Butler's fault, bro. Absolutely. He destroyed Drew. That's exactly what it was. He destroyed Drew. Let's be clear. He destroyed Drew. Come on, man. Matt said we still would have been out of the first round if we had Drew. Giannis would have been injured. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for using some common sense, sir. Exactly. If you take out Dame and you insert Drew, do we get out of the first round? Dark Kent, that goes to you. Do we get out of the first round with Drew if you take out Dame and no Giannis? Thank you, Matt. Yeah, it's over. World champions. Good job. Good job, No Strays. You did great. You did great. Mr. Cool said, actually, the Milwaukee Bucks since 2017 has the most wins in the NBA. Our coaching has been suspect. We should have at least 2 titles in that span. That's a fact. Absolutely, Mr. Cool. Absolutely. I agree with that. All right, let me tap in the fellas. My bad, y'all. Let me tap everybody in. Give me a second. Tap in Daniel. Tap in Gibson. And then we tap in Brandon. All right. Give me a second, y'all. Hey, we got to give them their credit. They won. We got to give them their credit.
Come on, Gibson, man. Don't be that sad face, man.
Yeah, bro. They won. Hey, they won, bro. They won, bro. We gotta give them their credit. They won. You can't be no sore losers, bro. We gotta give credit. Think about this. You gotta spin it, right? Right. First of all, salute to the Bleacher Report boss. First of all, salute to my man Gibson. Shout out to the Bahamas. I'm not sure what's up with my man Brandon. His screen black. I'm gonna give you a minute before we click you out of there. But before we get started, Gibson, give it to the people.
Salute to the panel, peace and love and respect. One love. Brandon, Daniel, Amber. This one is tough. I cannot swallow this one. It's tough for me. This one is a little tough for me. This tough. This one tough for me. It won't be easy for me to get over this because
you know that we should be there.
Yes, because I know John. First of all, let me congratulate No Straight ENT. Congratulations, my friend. You deserve it because you was beating your mouth every day in this chat.
Right, he was. Exactly. Exactly.
Now you got. Let's see now. When the next season starts, if y'all can make it back there. I'm not hating on you. I just want to show you it is not easy getting it because y'all have an easy part coming the next season. Everybody is coming for y'all next. So you all have to be ready now. So I just want to let me use this time I have to send a clear message to the Bucks front office, general manager, and players. I put this speech together directly for the players and the general manager. Now, my question is, Middleton, wherever you are, I don't know if you're watching this broadcast or this panel, you need to get your behind and hit the gym like tomorrow. Start jogging.
This man said like tomorrow.
And Pat, you might as well just tell the Bucks you going somewhere else in the next season, Lopez, you might as well just call it a quit and retire. Because when I sit down and I look at this, and I was reading an article on it today, they were saying now Miami players have more finals appearances than Giannis. And it hurt me to say that our supporting cast do not step up to help our superstars in moments when they need the help. So I'm looking for John Horst. Please, this is all I asking you to do for me. Please, just grant me this one wish from the Bahamas. That's all I asking you. Please draft Ryan Dunn and Kale Ware. Please don't go draft no fluence. We need to come out strong for next season to make a statement to show that the league, the reason why we wasn't in the playoff consistently the way we supposed to because it was injury. So Horse, I give you my full approval in this off season. You have to trade Lopez and Medin. Have to go. Have to go. They have to go. We see what this playoff is all about.
Is youth and athleticism. This whole playoff journey show youth and
Yeah.
athleticism is taking over. Period. That's it.
So
There was no old teams in the finals. Both of these teams were young. Both of these teams were young. Dallas is very young. The Celtics are young. Before them, the Minnesota Timberwolves were young. Indiana Pacers were young. The Bucks have to get with the times to the best of their ability. I know that we have second apron to worry about. I know we have different things to worry about. But there's any way that we can just get this team younger. And the reason that we're saying that, just so Bucks Nation and friends and family and other supporters of this podcast, that we're saying that when you have Giannis, a one-man fast break, it behooves you to have players around him that can move. It will make the game so much easier if we can play with some pace. We can get easy buckets. We have a Ferrari and we're only driving it in the city. We're not even opening up the engine on the freeway. We got a Ferrari. You know what? Ferraris break down all the time. I don't want to call Giannis Ferrari. A Lamborghini. And we're not opening it up. And we can't because of the old cats. We got to get younger on the strength. We need to increase our pace. Pace is what's killing us. Maybe if we return the favor with pace, it'll balance it out. We need to play with some pace, and that comes down to Dame, because Dame is a classic like Chris Paul type of player where he likes to play slow at a slow pace, see what's going on, and kind of control the game. Luka Dončić is another player similar that likes to slow the game down, keep it at his pace. Same with Dame. But with the player that we have in Giannis, he plays better at a faster pace. You're going to get him and get transition buckets. You're going to get transition buckets for other players. It's going to force teams to be on their heels. But we have to increase the pace. And if you have Middleton and you have Lopez, these are two of the slowest and most unathletic players in the NBA. It's going to slow your team down. I'm just being real. I love playoff Middleton. I get it. But he can't run and jump anymore. Middleton dunking would be amazing to me. And he's 6'9" and can't dunk. Is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. We need to be able to match athleticism with athleticism. You got Brown, this athletic, where he's holding the point guard. Look at that. Look how athletic Jaylen Brown is, where he is holding a point guard and shutting him down. He shut down Kyrie. It wasn't Drew. Let's also talk about that. They never really put Drew on Kyrie, right? If Drew was that cold, why wasn't he D'ing up Kyrie? Why was Jaylen Brown the one D'ing up Kyrie? I digress. I'm watching the game, y'all. That's why I said y'all ain't gonna tell me anything. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my man No Strays ENT $4.99 super chat from our favorite app. Here's another $5 a shot, Bucks Nation. Go ahead and drink through it. May all y'all pain be in champagne. Been for proving y'all wrong all year. Come on, you know what? Hey, bro, y'all. You know what? Y'all won. Y'all won, bro. Go ahead, bro. Y'all won, bro.
I got a quote for everyone. Bro. Say it again. Don't be comfortable with success. Don't be comfortable with success. You want it, but I'm telling you guys, you're gonna be real comfortable, and then we're gonna take it. So I want the first game of next year to be us. I want the first game of the season be our team against your team because that's what I want. Because from the rip, from the jump, I want no excuse next year. We're
Right.
gonna get congratulations to Bossy. You won the championship. You got your little paper championship. But I don't want nobody disrespecting Giannis ever again after this. With the Luka talk, with the
The
all
Tatum
this
and
stuff.
Brown talk. Even with the Tatum and Brown talk, they weren't killing this series. They were straight. They were mid. That I wouldn't say they played like superstars. I don't think Brown or Tatum played like superstars. They played well collectively as a team. Boston won this championship as a team. You can't say that Brown played way better than Tatum or vice versa. And you can't say either one of them really played that much better than Drew. It was
But they're not.
everybody chipping in. Kristaps, that game one, chipped in and gave them what they needed to win game one. Drew Holiday gave them what they needed in game two and some of game three. It was their other players that were kicking in that were X factors that allowed them to win these series. And that's what I'm saying too. Yes, if like Mr. Cool, you were always talking about the superstars, right? The superstars didn't carry the Celtics to the championship. They won as a collective unit, as a team. They won as a team, bro. That's what I'm saying. The others kicked in. You got your Pritchards. You got your Derek Whites. You got your Holidays. Those were all people that helped kick in. Tatum and Brown don't have no impressive stats like that. All their numbers are way lower than the regular season. So what are we talking about? Go ahead,
Or
Gibson.
Question number this where the Bucks organization should have been sitting in their conference room watching this game and taking notes. And not only taking notes, they're supposed to drag John Horse and then point and say, you Martin, you see what you did? This is what you draft. This is what you need to draft. Draft with sense. Making no sense to the team. I waiting on drafting to see what that moron is going to draft. I am
Oh,
waiting
he's
for.
in his bag. My man
I'm
Gibson.
tired. I am tired of this team. We supposed to hang more banners and Pfizer form right now. It's because of why we have a bad GM. We cannot draft and scout and choose the right place to put to make the team better. There's no way Connaughton's supposed to be a long member on this team. There's no
Connaughton shouldn't
way.
even be in the NBA, bro. Let's not give him
Man,
too much credit. Connaughton should be playing for the Shanghai Sharks or down
man,
there in Puerto Rico with our one
man,
guy.
I want this. I want next season. I don't want. I didn't tell you. Draft night, I looking to see what he is going to do. We don't need to bring back Middleton. I know I can get the backlashes in the comments in the chat. I don't care. I didn't had enough. I didn't see it enough. I didn't see it. Giannis, we understand that's your boy, but decisions have to be made. Some stiff decisions have to be made. We have to get it done. We need players what is coming in to help this team to get back on track coming into the 25th, 25 season. We have to get back on track. We can't come the same way every year. No improvement in other
And
teams are
that's the
getting
thing.
better
You
and the
can't
Bucks
just
are
keep
not doing
running it
anything.
back. That's the thing that you just can't keep running it
No,
back. Like I'm cool on this running it
no,
back.
no, no. That I didn't had enough of that. We didn't run it back too many times. Too
Right.
many times. I want to see
Uh,
new faces coming in.
right.
We want
One
to
second,
see.
Gibson. We just got to shout out Jaylen Brown wins Finals MVP. He should. He the best player on the
It's a
team. He played the best
he
out
was
of
way better.
anybody on that team. I told you he was winning Finals MVP. Just like I told y'all months ago. I've been telling y'all maybe years ago. I told y'all Jaylen Brown is better than Tatum. The Celtics are a better team if they understand that their Batman is Jaylen Brown and their Robin is Tatum. Period. I've been telling y'all
I know.
that.
I not only that too, Amber. I ain't finished calling out the players yet. I just getting started. I ain't finished. I gotta call up the whole organization. Now what we need to do, just 1 minute Bucks Nation. Shout out to Doc Rose for adding another coach to the coaching staff. Jason Love from Philadelphia. They said he's a player development coach. So
Okay.
shout out to Doc. Shout out to Doc Rivers. Amber, when you have a chance, you could put it up on the screen and let Bucks Nation see it. He just had that. He just had him a couple of days ago. Shout out to Doc Rivers because Doc
Okay.
Rivers look like he's on a mission. Now we need Middleton, Giannis, Dame, Porters. We need everybody to come together as a collective group and sit down and said, what was the reason why we did not make it far these past couple of years? Just the same way with Boston did last year. What they did in the offseason, they came together and Joe Mazzulla sat down and talked with them, said, we have to make sacrifices. Somebody, Rose, can get
Got
short.
rid of
They have
Marcus
no
Smart. Yep.
right. So we have to do that in order for the Bucks to be a dangerous team to be reckoned with next season. Horse have to make some right decision. Number one, you gotta either move Lopez or you gotta draft a young center. You have to get the young center, and we need some defensive presence on this team. Like if we could draft Ryan then at the 23 pick, I'd be excited with that. He's a very good guy. He's a pesky guy on defense. He will annihilate you and pasteurize you on defense. That's what we need because we don't have it. Now, we have to get the player development in place. We need that. We need to develop our young guys. Shout out to Andre Jackson Jr., Marjan, and Chris Livingston with going to Waco and Greece with Giannis. I love that. And Doc, please, for the love of the game, I say it again, a million times on this chat. Play the young guys coming in next season. We need to get rid of those old vets, them old horse. Get rid of them old horse because they didn't run down to the ground. The young legs in this league would run them old horse down to the ground. We need to get the young horse in the game. We need the old horse on the sideline. The young gun. Please. So coming in the next season, I pray that my boy Dame and Giannis wake on that pick and roll, and please Giannis and then you gotta wake on your game too. Not only that spin move, I don't want to see that. I want to see you be more like what Shaq said, be more dominant in the paint. Make that your threat, more dominant, more in the paint. We don't need you to be taking threes like you Stephen Curry. No. You can take 1 3, I can live with that, but don't try to stop and pop and try to show the league you can show. You are not Stephen Curry. Don't try to be no shooting
Gibson's
guard. Use
cooking
a
y'all
power
right
forward.
now. Can we get the likes up? Can we get the likes up? Go ahead, Gibson.
To your strength. If you play smart, play to your strength, play smart, make smart decision, wake on your free throws and come back and show Boston. The only reason why y'all was there is because of injuries hindered this team.
Right.
The last
Hold
two
on one
seasons.
second, Gibson. Al Horford will never go to the Hall of Fame. Now I know you drinking. Go ahead,
Oh hell
Gibson.
no.
Yeah, Al Horford to the Hall. Then anybody can just go to the Hall of Fame. I might as well be in the Hall of Fame. You talking about
So
Al Horford, man? No strays. Come on,
so
man. Put the liquor down, bro. You need to drink some milk, bro, or a Gatorade or
so
something, bro. That was crazy talk right there. I'm sorry, Gibson. That was so wild. I had to acknowledge that. Go ahead, Gibson. Al Horford. Could you imagine?
so
Go
no
ahead.
stray into you. So no stray into you. You laughing. Don't forget now y'all gotta go pay Jayson Tatum and Derek, but you all got some decisions to make. So
Exactly. Exactamundo.
your team might don't be the same next season. So boy, I know how y'all gonna figure that out because all I telling you,
Hold on.
this
Hold on, y'all. Somebody has just entered the green room that's been asked about recently. I'm gonna let this man enter the building. He doesn't
go
need an
ahead.
intro. If you watch this channel, you know who this gentleman is in the bottom right hand corner of your screen.
Mr. Good, Mr. Smith,
There we
the legend, salute.
salute.
Salute,
Hey,
salute.
Mr.
What's the people? What's
hey,
going
he's
on? What's
returned.
going on?
Appreciate you tapping in. Gibson, finish your
Sure.
statement, then we're gonna let Mr. Smith cook.
Okay,
Let
Mr.
him be the
Smith,
real doctor out here and cook. Go ahead, Gibson.
congratulations. We missed you. We thought you were
Right. Salute.
we missed you back. So what I was saying,
Salute, salute, salute.
right now, but we need to make some serious decisions and who has to take that in consideration to show that my job is on the line. I cannot mess up this time because I done messed up many a time. So I have to correct it. So I will be waiting to see the decision he make draft night. What player? can get let go because Middleton need to go. I leave it there to Mr. Smith. You can
Yeah,
take it
go
over.
ahead.
He just
Go ahead and cook. Appreciate you tapping in. So what you think about everything?
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, right now, it's kind of a culmination of like our worst nightmare, right? Like when this happened, uh, us releasing players and then Boston getting those players and then going on to win, kind of stinks, right? So, but love, right? I'm definitely not a hater. Salute to the Boston Celtics.
Right.
They did what they were supposed to do. They understood the mission. They stayed tight. They got it done. And I think right now, for us, it's a reminder of all that we need to do. So I've been listening here to this particular this chat. I agree with pretty much everything that was being said. I think right now, the Green Bay Packers, the energy that's surrounding that team, the way that they've gone about revamping themselves is something that the Bucks could really use right now, right? They've gone with the youth movement. They have a very clear idea of what it is they want to get out of the draft. There's a formula that they adhere to. It doesn't matter what the outside noise is. It doesn't matter who other people think that we should draft. There's a formula that they stick to, and it's yielded success. It's why we are, football-wise, the youngest team in the league, and we were knocking on the door of going to the NFC Championship game. And it's the exact opposite of what the Bucks are doing. I don't know what it is they are getting out of their drafts. I don't know what it is that they're getting out of their players. And I think right now we're looking over in Boston and we're saying that could have been us. Salute to Boston
Right.
fans. Excuse me, who spam the our chat. You know what I mean? I've come
Right.
in
That's a
a
good
couple
word
of
for it. Literally spam. Right.
spamming
Go
the chat.
ahead.
This their moment. This their
Right.
moment. So do whatever it is. No strays. He's like the most famous, but he's definitely not the only one.
Only one.
I've definitely
Right.
told No Strays that he need to drop down and give a couple push-ups anytime his team came short, but his team won, and they're sharing that moment. You know what I mean? It's my understanding that Giannis is going over to the Olympics. I wish that if he were healthy, he would take that time and go over with Damian Lillard
Mm-hmm.
and find out what they need to do to get on the same page so that when the season starts, we're not 30 games behind the eight ball trying to get this pick and roll going. They need to
Right.
figure it out. It needs to come in better shape. I'm hoping that his mind is clear. I'm not going to speak on the different things that were in his personal life because a lot of us have gone through things like that. And I
Mm-hmm.
can understand how that can be distracting. You know what I mean? This is real life. But at a certain point, it's got to be about the basketball. It's got to be about the basketball. There's a lot of players that should not be on this team next year. We don't have to kick them in the butt on the way out. We don't have to be brutal. But it's just, it didn't work out. Thank you for your time in Milwaukee. It's time to move on. You know what I mean? Um, I'm interested to see like who it is we draft. Who do you guys think that we should pull from the
Uh,
draft?
you want to go first? Gibson, go ahead first.
I got either Ryan Dunn from Virginia Tech and Cale Ware, the guy, the tall guy from Indiana. That would be my two choices, Ryan Dunn and Cale Ware. My two choices, Dr. Smith.
I'm honest. I've really been trying to keep in touch with the draft. It's really been tough. Been watching the games and trying to do stuff. But my thing is here. I want another whoever it is. I want an athletic center that can help Giannis because I don't want that to him to do all the work next year. And Brook is just too slow. If they're gonna keep Brook on the bench, then keep him on the bench. But if you don't, I'm just saying, if you're gonna move him. But
Yeah.
regardless of what happens, they need to draft another center. It's apparent they need somebody to help Giannis out because it's ridiculous how he has to do all the work, and just they need another center. But they don't need another guard. I've been hearing they want to get another guard. I'm like, I don't care about no guard. They probably want to get another guard in the second round, but they just need to get younger and need to get more equivalent of what they need to do quicker because we don't got time to play games because You don't know how long this is gonna last with Giannis
Right,
and
but that's what Gibson was saying before. We got to make some tough decisions. Everybody thought Boston was crazy for trading Marcus Smart. Now how crazy did they look? That was a tough decision. Everybody was killing them for wanting to trade Marcus Smart. He's your best defensive player, blah blah blah, this and that. But they stayed true to their program with getting Derek White, getting Kristaps Porzingis, spinning the block and getting Drew. All of that was because they made tough decisions and letting certain players go. Grant Williams was a fan favorite. They let him go. You know what I'm saying? You have to make the tough decisions. And I think that's what's been hurting the Bucks. We have been running this team on sentimentals. Oh, you been here so long, you so and so guy. We don't really want to move you. We don't really want to sign you, but because so and so like you, we gonna sign you. We gotta get that all out of here. This is business. It's gotta be. I'm not saying cutthroat, but this is business. This ain't a. Y'all can be friends after the season. Y'all don't gotta be on the same team to be friends. My friend, I have friends in other states. We don't got just because he out of state don't mean we not friends no more. If that's your man, you can meet him at Disney. But you don't got to see him every day for him to be your man. He don't got to be your team. And I think that's part of the problems that's been happening. Middleton and Lopez, as I was screaming from the rooftop, should have never been re-signed. We don't want to say it, but we both know why they were both re-signed. We both know why they were re-signed. We're not going to say it, but it's understood. It's understood why they were re-signed. And it aged this team and made us slower and unathletic. We need to get rid of Lopez and Middleton, if you ask me. That's the tough decision. Y'all want to have the real conversation? That's the real conversation. Do you move Brook and Middleton? You move one early, one late, but both of them, if you want to be real, Bucks, you want the truth, you want that cod liver oil that don't taste good but's good for you, we got to get rid of them, bro. We must move on.
Certainly, Brooke. I don't even think that's a tough decision anymore. Certainly, Brooke. And it's tough, but I mean, Brooke is. Look, I mean, it doesn't have to be like I said. It doesn't. We don't have to be like jerks about it. Brooke has been. Look, Brooke has been playing since New Jersey was in. Like the Nets was still in New Jersey.
New Jersey, right?
That was when I still lived up north. I watched him play. I went and watched him play. He was in you know what I mean? Like when he had like the facial hair. He's been playing basketball for a long time, man. You know, so it's definitely time to move on from him. So I would have said like the center who played in, I'm forgetting his name now. The center who played in the NCAA championship. He was on the losing team. What is that?
Edie.
Yeah, I would be interested to see if he falls to us because I would like him. You know what I mean? Now, he is, you know, he definitely kind of has some of that robotic thing happening with him as well. He's not as spry as maybe like to see, you know, but I think he is a big center, and I think if he comes on this team, we put him into a defensive role. I would like that, sure. And I definitely think that we need a guard to replace Pat Connaughton, because before we start talking about Chris Middleton, let's get the easy decisions out of the way. Pat Connaughton cannot be on this team next year. Pat, I'm sorry. Pat is good, man. Pat, it's time to move on to your
other business ventures. Other business ventures.
Right. And thank you for the time. Again, I don't want to be like cruel about it. I don't want to be that way when we lost Drew. I don't want to be that way when we lost Pat. Pat was on the championship team. Like, you know, salute to Pat. But it's over, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to see anybody that I saw on the court running away from athleticism, not being able to stand up to it when we were playing the Pacers. We looked old. We looked slow. To me, after having watched that series, these are not tough decisions to make.
They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be.
You know what I mean? It was like watching your favorite boxer go up against the new guys, and he's old. We look like Adrian Bronner, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Bronner. In that ring, just getting knocked all around the ring by someone that
he shouldn't be losing to.
Yeah, but at this point, we just didn't have it. We didn't have any gas in the gas tank. We were Adrian Bronner, and that's a far cry from who we used to be. You know what I mean? And so,
Mr. Cool, why do you
Chris,
always campaign for all these elder statesmen? Why do you hate young guys so much, Mr. Cool? Go ahead. Mr. Cool hate all the young cats. He don't want no rookies, nothing. Well, go ahead. Go ahead, Dustin. Go ahead.
salute to Mr. Cool, right? Salute
All
to
right.
Mr. Cool for standing on his, and on his square and defending his beliefs. But after that, I can't. I'm not on that bus anymore. Now I've been epically wrong before, so I'm definitely not. I had to recalibrate my basketball radar because there were a lot of things that I was just like, all right, yeah, for sure. I I was saying Malik Beasley was terrible when we first got him. Malik Beasley pulled the wool over my eyes, started playing defense for maybe about 20 games or so, and I was like, all right, maybe he's turned the corner. Salute to Malik Beasley. Malik Beasley needs to be one of the first people given a passport with Pat Connaughton. Malik, if Golden State wants you, good luck, bro. Go up there, show them what you got with Steph. Thank you for your time in Milwaukee. You can't be on this team next year. You can't be on this team next year. I don't know if he's young or old. How old is Malik Beasley?
He's
I have to
younger.
look it up.
Yeah, let me look real
Because he
quick.
doesn't play like
And
Because he plays like he's old and his knees hurt and his legs hurt and everything hurts. And I don't want him on the team anymore. Me
one
personally.
more time.
Malik Beasley only 27. He's 27.
27 years old. That is absolutely crazy, but can't get out of his defensive stance. The defensive stance is not stopping anything to begin with, and then can't get out of the stance to actually contest the shot. Malik, thank you for your time. It's time for you to go. Pat Connaughton.
Just to throw that out there, Brooke Lopez is 36. Pat Bev is 35. Middleton is 32.
He could be 33 this year. He could be 33. Middleton could be 33 in August.
Right, but he has the body of a 45-year-old.
If you want to have a conversation about tough decisions, right? Because we're talking trades, you have to trade someone that has value. I don't know what value Brooke Lopez has. I'm not being funny. I don't know who values him, who doesn't, what you would get in the return. But I know Bobby Portis has value.
Yeah, but his contract is too cheap. His contract is too cheap for what he does. You getting $11 million a year and you getting 13 points a game. It's hard to beat that. That's why I said Bobby is kind of untradeable just due to the value for his contract. You're not going to get anything back from somebody that can put up them type of numbers, in my opinion.
I don't know if that, for me, if it's a straight player for player trade. My only problem with Bobby Portis, because I love the regular season, is that he is consistently absent when it matters. There's multiple years now that we get to the playoffs and Bobby Portis doesn't come through. He came through one game this last season, lost his mind, got himself thrown out of a game and whatnot. I'm interested. I don't know. He wouldn't be the first person that I would trade or the first person that I would be looking to leave, but I don't know who has value that we could trade for. I'm definitely all in for the youth movement. I don't want to trade age for age. I know that. I'm tired of being in that boat. I think the Bucks need a complete overhaul, and we need to look completely different. I want us to adopt what the Packers have going on and embrace the youth movement. Embrace that youth movement. You know what I mean? We see now that Damian needs a defensive two guard. We knew that before.
But now we see it in black and white. Yeah. No, I'm with y'all
there. We need less shooters. You know what I mean? We need less shooters to unclog some of the bandwidth, like, on the court, right? There's only one ball. There's only so many shooters. I need more defense. So I don't need another guy shooting threes sometimes, and then his three leaves him when we need it the most, and he couldn't play defense to begin with. Neither can Damian Lillard. So now we went from having one of the best defensive backcourts in basketball to the absolute worst defensive backcourt in basketball. We changed that up. I'm interested. I'm just curious. I'm seeing a lot of moves being made on the bench, the coaching staff, but I'm just interested to see what the players, what we're gonna do. I haven't seen any moves yet. We'll see.
No, I'm with you. I'm anticipating. And when is the draft?
June 29, 27.
Okay. Okay, we'll definitely be going live for
So
after
that's
the
right.
draft, and so we'll probably go live a few times before then just to kind of discuss the draft. Since it's a little bit of a gap, but just be checking the podcast, y'all. We definitely be going live to talk about the Bucks pre-draft expectations and things we want to see, and maybe some moves will be made. I think we might even make a move on draft day. You never know, trading up to get somebody. All those are, I think, are legit options in my opinion.
Well, right after this
Do
game's
we
over,
do we
the
have
game's
the
over, so
Yeah, we have a first round and second round pick. And then we're allowed to trade our 2030 pick, I think, at this point as well, if we need to. But I don't think we'll need to. It depends how the draft plays out. It depends how it plays out. It depends how it plays
they
out.
need to trade up. I think they need to trade up.
Well,
For real.
I'll tell you what.
Go ahead, Mr. Cool.
I was just gonna say, if you go live,
Mr.
if you
Smith,
go
sorry.
live on the draft day,
Mm.
I'll pull in for that for sure.
Okay. Cool.
I'll pull in for that for sure. We'll be here.
Cool. Appreciate it. Hey,
But on
man,
that note, I'm
always a
gonna tap
pleasure.
out.
Always a pleasure. When
Sure.
Dr. Smith show up, the
Love.
energy change in the room. Let's go. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Bleach Report boss with your last words, and I'm gonna swap out and put Trunks and Brandon. They waiting in there. So hold on one second, Dr. Smith. Go ahead with your last words there, Bleach Report boss. Then Gibson. Then I'm gonna tap y'all in. Go ahead, Bleach Report boss with your last words.
Well, my last word is pretty much, congratulations again to the Boston for winning, and everything's good now. You got your championship. We'll want it. We'll get you back next year. So we need to focus on the off season. Bucks need to worry about signing the guys, sign people back. They need to sign back, but other than that, people need to go. People got to go. They got to go.
Right.
ASAP. But
all right.
to go.
Appreciate you, my man. My man. All right. All right, Bleach Report boss. Appreciate you tapping in. Let me put in Brandon before we get out of here. It's getting a little late. Then we're going to get everybody else in here. Just give me a second. All right. We'll bring in Brandon. And then go ahead, Gibson, with your last words. Then we're going to have Mr. Smith get his, and I'm going to bring you in here, Trunks. Go ahead, Gibson.
I down with Mr. Smith. I down with the youth movement. We need to go with the youth movement. We need to do that. We need to stick with the youth movement to get these. The old players gotta go. We just need a new fresh start. I want a new start. Different players. We cannot keep this running it back every year. We just need something new. We need new players. We need new players.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. Definitely with you. Definitely with you. Dr. Smith, what's your last words on what's going on, man? What's your thoughts?
I think, like I said, the blueprint is there, right? It's you're seeing it in their cousins over there in Green Bay, and I keep bringing this up because I'm so impressed with what they're doing over there. So a lot of the negative energy that used to surround the Packers at the very end of Aaron Rodgers' time, and it wasn't like a ton of negative energy, but some of the stuff that existed around the team that they could do without, they did without. You had a coach who was not afraid to make, a GM who was not afraid to make the tough decisions and trade away players who were actually producing for them, but it yielded success. We moved on from Rasul Douglas. We moved on from Devondre Campbell. We moved on from Aaron Jones, who might be one of my favorite Packers.
Even Devontae Adams and Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers. Those were all questionable. People were like, "What are you doing?"
Absolutely. Particularly, I mean, I don't know about anyone else.
Facts, Monolando. Appreciate the $2 super chat.
I saw the Devontae Adams one come in because I knew that they couldn't pay him, and I knew Aaron Rodgers was in his last time. But the Aaron Jones one caught me by surprise, and he's one of my favorite Packers ever. I've been watching the Packers for 30 years now. You know what I mean? So, but he wasn't afraid to make those moves.
Right.
And the players themselves, particularly when our defensive coordinator gets fired, that move invigorated the team. You saw a lot of those guys coming together during their own time when they weren't mandated to come together, putting in the time, putting in the work. You saw Jaden Reed and you saw Dontavian Wicks
Right.
training together off season. I know that this is not like a football channel, but a lot of those types of things that they were doing, the Bucks could look at that as an example and say
As
to
a template.
themselves,
Yeah, that should be a template for how to. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm with you on that
these are
one.
the types of things that we need to do. We can come together. You don't have to wait until Doc Rivers or anyone else on the coaching staff is mandating you to be in the facility or come together and train together, particularly if we suffered from synergy problems, right? That was one of the issues that we had. Seemed like whether it was because of injury or whatever the case may be, that we could not get 100% on the right page for an extended period of time. We'd
Right.
have it piecemeal, pieces, in pieces. And rather than wait until you have to be told, make those moves yourself. That's why I'm a little disappointed. Although I understand, I don't want to be a selfish fan that, Giannis is going over to the Olympics. I know that's one of his things. Go win a medal. Salute to you. Good luck. But I would have much rathered him rest and use that time to work on your synergy with the players who are actually going to be here for the organization that's made you a millionaire many, many, many times over.
Facts. Well
Because I don't
said.
know if that's going to, you suffer
No.
from a soft tissue and your
Right.
body is starting to give out, right?
True.
I'm thinking like you need to spend less time active in this off season and more time resting. But if you have the energy to give it to your team. That's neither here nor there at this point because he's already going over there, whatever. But I'm hoping that we embrace the youth movement like the Packers did, and we embrace coming together without the coaching staff needing to tell you to be in the room. Come together, spend that extended time. This is your job. This is your profession. If you want to be good, if you want to beat this team, Boston just showed you how to do it. And these are the types of things that we need to do because I agree 1,000% with you. If we go into the season with the team as is, with the same attitude, we are going to have the same results. We're not going to get out of the first round again. We won one more game this last year going than we did the previous year. So I guess that's progress, right? First round knockout again. I don't want to hear about our championship at this point. Those rings are collecting dust.
Right.
So if we want to get back in that spotlight, there's a whole lot of teams that leapfrogged us. This is real talk now. The Mavericks are better than us. The Timberwolves are better than us. OKC is better than us. Denver's better than us. The Celtics are better than us. The Pacers put us out. The Knicks are better than us. I can keep going.
But
And I love my
we do
team,
have to
man. It
make a
hurts me.
point though. Monalando, appreciate $2 super chat. Injuries were really what hurt us this year. Injuries are really what hurt us this year.
For sure. And I think what injuries did is it also shone the spotlight on the other guys that we had outside of our superstars who are old, who are done, who are worn out, and it's over. So what are they going to do now about that? Are they going to get their Brian Gutekunst on? Or are they going to get what we've been seeing on? They tried to make moves, so it's not like they're sitting on their
Right.
hands. They made some moves last year that we thought were going to be for the better. Didn't work out in that first year. I'm not ready to throw the baby out with the bathwater and say that those moves didn't work altogether, but they have to come together and make it work. Damian Lillard has to come together with
Right.
Giannis and everyone else who's going to be on this team and make it work.
Facts. Facts. Appreciate it. Well
That's it.
said.
That's it.
And
Everybody
we,
else.
hey, Doc Smith, we hope to see you on draft day. I hope everything going well. Appreciate you tapping in. Gibson, go ahead, take us home. Stay online there, Brandon, so I can get your take. Then I'm gonna tap in Trunks. Go ahead, Gibson.
I appreciate with everything what Mr. Smith said. Well preached. Everything you speak, Mr. Smith, is pure facts for this team. I appreciate it,
Appreciate
Amber. Thank you. Well said, Mr. Smith. We got it. We cannot run it back next season with this team. No, we cannot wait. We have to get there.
No,
We have to get
appreciate
there.
you. Appreciate, but you gotta
So
send us home the right way, Gibson. Come on, man.
peace and love, respect, and one love.
My man Gibson, shout out to the Bahamas. All right, Gibson. All right, Dr. Smith. Appreciate y'all tapping in. The band getting back together. I love it. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Let me tap you in, Trunks. Hold on a second. Let me tap in my man Trunks. What's good,
Hey,
bro?
can you hear
Brandon, what's
me?
good? Yeah, we can. I can hear you, bro. We can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, you
I can
good?
talk now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, listen. I probably won't have too much time. I probably will have to join my phone too because this place about
Okay.
to close, but I'm gonna give it the best I can. Listen, um, this just shows the Boston Celtics next season, they're gonna have the most confidence ever in the world. The Milwaukee Bucks do not scare them no more. You can't scare them because they won the championship. All the doubt is fly out the window. So now in this very instance, they have all the confidence in the world. The media can't tell them nothing. The sports reporters can't tell them nothing. You can't say nothing to Tatum. He's a superstar or whatever. You can't say nothing. He's not a superstar. You can't tell him nothing. Brown, you cannot say nothing about this team. You can't because they have the confidence in the world. They won the championship. No
Right, hold
team
on
can
one
tell them
second,
shit.
Trunks. Hold on. Speaking of Boston, 1 second. Hey, no strays. Appreciate the 499 super chat from our favorite app. Peace to the panel. Pay attention to Dame hanging with Bam. Kyrie said he didn't want to be in Boston and almost sunk the franchise. Trade Dame for Jimmy is crazy. Go ahead, Trunks.
Like I said, you cannot tell those guys nothing no more because they proved themselves and proved that they're one of the best teams in the league right now. And another thing too, but to even get more, since they won the championship, the Sixers, the Boston Celtics, they got. I want to give Brad Stevens the GM of the year out of all sports, and probably the whole decade. Because he went out there to have the confidence enough to get Kristaps Porzingis, to go to get Drew Holiday, which nobody thought he was going to do, and did it. You cannot get mad at the Boston Celtics. You cannot get mad at Jayson Tatum or Jaylen Brown for them having an organization that put great talent and good team pieces
Trunks
around
is
them.
talking.
They
Hit
didn't
the
try to.
like button. This man came in cooking. Hit the like button. Go ahead, Trunks.
The Boston Celtics rushed to go get Damian Lillard when he was trying to be a free agent. They did rush to go get Kevin Durant with that little spectacle to trade Jaylen Brown to get Kevin Durant. No, they got decent, good role players to put around their starting players, and that's what you need to do. That's what you got to do. And I'm congrats to Boston for real. I'm a Milwaukee Bucks fan. I love Giannis, but I gotta give them respect where respect is due. I can't hate on that. Their organization did what they're supposed to do. They did what the
Facts.
organization did what they're supposed to do. Listen, the East is gonna get a little harder now because the Sixers. Listen, I don't like the Sixers. It is what it is. Flop or whatever. They're injured, but listen, the Sixers. They got an opportunity to get probably Paul George, LeBron James, some other players here and there because they got cap space. They're about to even go around and get a trade to go ahead and get some good, decent pieces now. I don't even know how they even got that, but it is what it is. They're going to get someone better. I don't have too much trust in them, but there's going to be a little struggle. Listen, bro, I blame the Milwaukee Bucks for injuring Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hear what I'm saying. Giannis every day got to play 30 minutes a game to go all out to help this team win against bomb teams. Because you haven't put a good set amount of players that can play defense, that can rebound, play make, even players with size.
I've
All the
been
players on the
telling
bench
these
are
cats
6'6".
forever about the
And
role players. You need solid role players. There's no ifs, ands, or but. So, Boston did not win this championship because of Tatum and Brown. They won this
yeah,
championship because they had a team. They literally have a team.
they played Giannis too much.
Yeah.
This is what Budenholzer was doing. I see why Budenholzer was only letting this man play 28, 29 minutes a game when he was coaching him. Because he was keeping him away from himself, which I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. He was keeping him away from himself so he won't injure himself in the later season in the
Right.
playoffs. Doc Rivers and the organization need to do the same thing for Giannis. And then they put decent role players so you won't rely too much on him to go out there and put 40 and 50 points a game. Because he can do it. He can get you a
Right.
win. But his body gonna get damaged. And he's getting a little bit older too. You have to play him that much. You probably got low manage him too, yeah. If you're not gonna put decent pieces around him, if you're not just like Thibodeau, that's why all the next players got injured and hurt.
That was
All
funny.
them, yeah.
Appreciate
You
the
played them too
$2
much.
super chat,
You played too much
Bottlewato.
minutes. You can't do that to your star player, superstar player.
No,
You
that's a
can't.
fact. That's a
That's
fact.
why
Hey,
Dame played. That's why Dame played a lot of minutes too.
my man Trunks is cooking. Everything you saying is fact. Why do you think I be telling y'all this chat has the highest IQ of
Continue to get
YouTube
younger.
and sports?
This is the oldest
Why I be
NBA team
telling
in the whole
y'all?
league. It is. If it's not the first, it's the top five. I bet my life on it. Trade Patrick Beverly. I don't care. You can keep it for. He's the only player you can keep for like a venture presence, and that's it. Trade Jay Crowder. Trade that old ass. Trade him. Sorry for cussing, but trade him. Trade him. Trade all the rest of the people on the bench who are 6 foot. I swear for God, my right hand to the man, they all 6 foot. We got no size and length of nothing. And Giannis is the only big on that team. Him and Brook Lopez. I've seen Giannis play center the most I ever seen in my lifetime in this team.
Yep.
Because he's the only big that can move and stuff.
Yep.
He was playing center more than power forward. Who does that?
Right. Get
The Bucks,
him.
I swear for
Get
God,
him.
and they'll make some changes on this team. They're not winning, bro. They're
Yep.
not.
That's a fact. I've been saying it, bro. They keep talking about, oh, we need to be healthy. Oh, we need to run it back because we keep saying the same thing every year about
I'm
health.
gonna
It's
join my
time
phone
for
now. I'm gonna
change.
join on my phone.
All right, bro. Appreciate you tapping in, Trunks. That was legendary, bro. Appreciate you, Trunks.
Nice to meet you, Trunks.
All right, go ahead, Brandon. Then I'm going to get up out of here, bro. Salute, Brandon King Carter. Tell me how you felt about today's game.
Hey. Sad. That's sad without it.
Yeah, they ain't never coming back to the finals.
I'm glad we've been saying it. Dallas don't got that enough firepower.
No, right, exactly.
And I agree with Trunk and everybody saying we gotta get younger. And all the other teams are getting younger. That means Sacramento getting younger. OKC, Minnesota, Denver.
Indiana, New York.
Yeah, that means we need to make some tough, very tough decisions.
Mm-hmm.
We need to make some changes on this team.
Facts.
That means because we need to trade all our dead body weight off the team.
We don't even need to trade them. Just let them go. A lot of them people, remember, we're only on 1 year. Just let them go. We're going to get some open roster spots because we're not re-signing Gallinari. We're not re-signing Jay Crowder. Patrick Beverly is up in the air. So we're going to have some roster spots available.
Yeah. I think we need to put the right pieces around Damiana and Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I know I'll be want us to move on from Brook Lopez and Chris. I think we need to get younger.
I'm with you.
Doc, I hope you say this, Doc. Now this is motivation.
Hey, you can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I'm going to let Brandon get his last words. I'm going to let you get your last word because I got to get out of here in a minute.
I'm going to say one thing. I swear for God, I'm going to say
okay, go ahead.
All right, go.
Go ahead, Trunks.
Oh, right now? All right.
Yeah.
Listen, the Boston Celtics, this is what they're going to do. All they need is a big. That's it. And the team is complete. A big that get rebounds and block shots and get a defensive presence in the paint. They're going to win this draft. You know why you know who they're going to draft?
Why?
This is what Boston do. Boston's so slick. They so smart. They slick. They're going to go draft Zach Edey. I swear for God. Watch. They're going to go up the draft.
Okay, we gonna see.
They're gonna go up the draft. Watch what I tell you. They're gonna draft Zach Edey. I swear for God. Huh?
No, go ahead. I hear you. Go ahead, bro.
They got the 30th pick in the first round. The 30th pick in the first round. They're gonna draft to go up because that's what Boston do. They sneaky and they slick. They're smart. I gotta give it to them. They're gonna draft Zach Edey. I swear for God. Watch what I tell you. I'm the first one to say here. That's what I gotta say.
Appreciate you, Trunks. Appreciate you, bro. All right, hey, tap in. My man Trunks was tight. Oh, hold on. Let me get your super chat. My man Montalando back in the super chat. Montalando, appreciate the $2. Said, throw our old garbage, please. Horse included. Hilarious. Shout out to Montalando. Shout out to Canada. Go ahead. What's your last words, Brandon? I got to jump up out of here, brother.
It's okay. I think the Bucks need to do something. They need to figure out this thing out fast. To spend the whole week on who we getting somebody in the draft. It's what those do something and pick somebody in the draft. We need to bomb on them.
Absolutely. You already know what we're here to do. Salute, my man Brandon. So, Brandon, we're going to be going back live for the draft, and I'll probably go live before then just to kind of talk about what happened in the playoffs and the finals and what we expect from the Bucks. So y'all just be checking the live, and I'll be posting stuff in the community tab as well. Oh, and I forgot to throw this up here. Let me throw this up here too. Hold on 1 second. This was the assistant coach that they was talking about earlier. Jason Love was a former Sixers assistant coach, is joining Doc Rivers for player development. So we'll see how that works out. But I just wanted y'all to see that is legit. So we'll see what happens. Doc is trying to put together a real staff here, and if coaching matters, we should be a much better team.
Hey, is this a rumor or is this actually happen?
No, this happened. No, this actually happened. It's happening. Hold on 1 second. Let me get no strays. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. As always, it's been fun, Bucks Nation. See y'all at the parades. You right. You know what? You earned that, bro. You earned that, bro.
Hey, no trade. We love you. Even though you are our favorite op, but we love you.
Right. Rigo, we did not trade Drew to Boston. We traded Drew to Portland. Portland traded Drew to Boston.
Hey,
can somebody please explain to me in the chat, if Drew was putting up 12.5 points a game, how was that going to help the Bucks? Knock it off. If we were able to keep Drew and bring Dame in as a role player, we're going to be a much different team. Drew was not expected to be one of the bus drivers. Let's knock it off, man. The narratives here are crazy. Look at this. Hold on, man. Just knock it off. He averaged 12.5 points this year. What are y'all talking about? That's role player. Bobby Portis puts up those numbers. He averaged 14 in this series. What are y'all talking about? Stop watching TV and watching these analysts and watch the game. Drew averaged 14 points. If Dame averaged 14 points, would that be acceptable for you? Rigo, would that be acceptable? 14 points a game. Talking crazy. Like I don't have the internet available. What are y'all talking about? This is crazy.
Hey, him.
Craziness.
No one can think of that. You know what? This is okay. All of this hate stuff between you, Dave, and who else?
All right, Rigo, my bad, bro. But they're idiots too.
You, Dave, and Yanni. You, okay, this is the reason why we traded you. That's the reason why Portland traded you to Boston. To get a better superstar that day. The reason why we want Dave, because we see what they can do for us.
Yep.
I do not want to see no more Dame and Drew slander this season.
Right.
That's out the window.
I'm with you on that. Let's leave it on that note. Appreciate you tapping in, Brandon King Carter, as usual. Hey, y'all, we'll be going live again in the next couple of days. Appreciate the support. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Appreciate you, Brandon, tapping in, bro.
Well, bro.
All right, bro. Let me get to these last couple of comments, then I'm going to get up out of here. This dog is literally on my feet right now. Talking about this Drew stuff, and he averaged 14 points a game. Let me just let that sit for a minute. And let me know if from your starting point guard, if that's acceptable. Ridiculous, some of these comments. All right, y'all. I'm Amber. This is amaraslogic. We just got done discussing what happened in the NBA Finals in Game 5, where the Boston Celtics handled their business and absolutely destroyed the Dallas Mavericks at home to win their first championship since 2008. Salute to them. They won in 106-88. After they got blown out by 40, they returned the favor and beat down Dallas. Dallas has a lot of soul searching to do, and they're gonna need to make some adjustments. But Yeah, the puppy toilet trained, but he's on the schedule though, you feel me? But yeah, he is potty trained, but once he start coming on you and doing all that, he letting me know he need to go soon. So I got like, once he does that, I got like a 10-15 minute window. And we just gave him the haircut. Let me see if he, hold on 1 second. Cause he right here. See? There you go, right here. We just got his haircut. Say hello to the people, Neo. There we go. That's a well taken care of golden doodle, friends and family. Well taken care of golden doodle. Yep, congrats to Boston, y'all. Congrats to Boston. We not no haters here, y'all. Please hit the like button on y'all way out. Appreciate everybody tapping in. The community is growing. Subscriptions are going up. So we building something great here, y'all. And I hope y'all enjoy the platform and enjoy the content, y'all. If you do, please comment, like, subscribe, and share the content with other fans, y'all, sports fans. Much appreciated, y'all. We'll go get another one of these hats. I promise you, Bucks Nation. We're gonna get another one of these hats. Appreciate y'all, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, Neo, we trying. We trying to keep him we trying to get him together. It's my first pet. So we trying. We trying, y'all. Appreciate y'all and all the kind words about Neo. Appreciate y'all. No strays, congratulations, bro. We coming for we on y'all helmet next year at your neck. We at y'all neck next year. Thank y'all for watching. Gone.